Yeah, I got nothing. Apparently, Chunky admires K-Rool's carpeting or whatever, but I didn't think of anything aside from just starting on that. Anyway, hey there guys, it's ChaosMaelstrom time! Welcome back to more Donkey Kong 64! In the last episode, we returned to Frantic Factory and completed the godforsaken Donkey Kong arcade game. Part 1 of the godforsaken Donkey Kong arcade game, unfortunately. Yeah, we still got a ways to go with that. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and start exploring more of Frantic Factory. First things first, I want to take out Tiny and have her shoot this balloon. We'll come back here to Snide's HQ once we've gotten all the blueprints in this level. Tiny actually has two golden... I was going to say golden bananas to turn into Snide, but no, we get golden bananas for it. She has two blueprints to turn into Snide, so we've got that to keep in mind. We'll get two golden bananas with Tiny. Yeah, I'm going to take out Chunky. Chunky's still not going to cash in his blueprints yet. He's still too nervous to go see Snide Senpai. But yeah, what we are going to do is we're going to pineapple this balloon for one, and now that I think about it, there's some more stuff in the lobby that needs to get done, so... You know what? Since I'm right by there, I'll go do that right this instant. Just so I don't forget about this later. First things first, I want to take Chunky through here to where we first entered the production room, through this shaft here. And as we can see, there is some stuff for him to collect here. We're gonna blast this balloon. I blasted that with my first shot. I can't believe it. That's like a new all-time record for me. Okay, I highly doubt that I've never blasted in my entire years of playing through this. I've never once blasted a balloon open in one shot. I mean, I'm sure I must have done it a few times. Actually, quite a few times. But I think that might have been the first time this playthrough. At least it feels like the first time this playthrough. Let me enjoy it a bit longer. Alright. And there's also some bananas with Tiny down there, so... we'll be back in this room in not too long. I think we'll just worry about those later. We're gonna head back up to the testing area. That would be up through here. Yeah, you keep chasing that invisible Kong, buddy. Also, their names are Crowbots. I find that very, very clever. Also, it's dark in here, but not as dark as before since I have the light turned off so I can see slightly better. The light's not reflecting off the TV, making it even harder to see than usual, is what I'm saying. Alright, now... Oh, hello, Kasplat! Guess what? Meet Chunky's Fist of Doom! Yeah! Also, pick up your blueprint, Chunky. Don't leave that behind. Okay, screw you, Domino. Yeah, those are actually some really cleverly named enemies. I'm not sure what the domino ones are called, but I know the dice are called Mr. Dice. Yep, that's what they're literally called, guys. Mr. Dice. Wouldn't surprise me if the dominoes are just called dominoes as well in that case. Okay, well, in the meantime, while we're here, we have a... Actually, we haven't seen this yet. There's a pad with Lanky's face on, which means we get to try out the baboon balloon. I'm looking forward to showing this off because it's pretty great. You might have seen it being used in the DK rap, but here's how it actually works in-game. You stand on this and press Z, and... Yeah, we get this goofy-ass music to go with it. And we press Z again to deflate, and we get...
Welcome to
this minigame again. Okay, well, since it's in one of the earlier levels, this shouldn't be too hard. Just let me concentrate. Oh yeah, it moves much slower. Yeah, that was a cakewalk compared to the other one because the one in DK Isles, that moved so much faster. Alright. Well, luckily they only had you hit 3 there, and since this was the first one, they made it move slow and made you only hit 3 as well, but Still, I'm glad that wasn't another train wreck like the last Batty Barrel Bandit I played. That's why maybe you should save the bonus barrels for DK Isles once you've actually gotten more skilled at a lot of these mini-games. Okay, we saw something for Tiny in there, so how about we take her out? It's been a while since we've seen Tiny, and by a while, I mean a few minutes ago. But I'm always happy to see Tiny because you know me! Because Tiny is amazing, and I love her. Yeah, I think I said my twin tail fetish might have started at root with her, but I'm not so sure. I mean, I probably spent a lot of time playing with her. I mean, playing as her as a kid. I mean, as her character, you know. I should probably justify me saying that, so it doesn't get, so that line doesn't get taken out of context. Of course, I was about to say it in a way that would have been taken out of context, but yeah. What I'm being to say is, I think my twin tail fetish might have started at root with Tiny, but I could be wrong. I mean, there could have always been another character who started it in some way or form, but I think it started with Tiny. I realized it partially with Miko, and then afterwards I was like noticing all these characters that I had, well, not really attraction or affection for, but what's the word I'm looking for? Not a connection to either. That could be taken out of context as well. Affinity. Lots of characters I had high affinity for. I noticed that they also had twin tails. So I just realized... So I finally realized this year, yep, I must have a twin tail fetish. Alright. Well, enough about me and my fetishes. Don't worry, we'll get to talk about that later in a future game a lot. Beware Let's Play number 13. We're actually gonna go take a picture of that fairy because she's right there, outside Funky's. And since we know where Funky's is, at least I hope we do. Isn't it right over here? Yes! Okay, and yeah, these blocks can be a bit of a pain to get up on sometimes. They're just high enough for you to clear with your boosted jump, not your normal jump. And if you prepare for the flip, your high jump, that'll take too long. For like impatient people like me who don't have the extra time to wait for the jumping animation to finish. Well, anyway, we got our boost from that banana fairy. That is great. Let's see. We still have something to do with Diddy in this room. We still have something to do with Donkey. I'm gonna take him because we're actually going to run into the next banana fairy if we take the Donkey with us. Also, there was a big sound coming from downstairs. I don't know what that is, but I'm kind of worried. If my mom comes up here and she's like, John, I need your help with something, which could be possibly happening, that could, I don't know. I'm just partially expecting it at this point. But anyway, there's a fairy here. I remember this fairy usually giving me trouble. Like, trouble a lot. Like, a lot of times when I should have taken a picture of it, I should have gotten it. Like that, right there. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, this fairy and I have quite the history. Alright. Now, I know you don't want to, but get in the camera. Thank you. So glad it only took me a few tries that time. Alright. Now that that's done with, we're gonna go ahead and take DK down here, and we see another banana balloon for him, as well as, looks like a bingo card. What we gotta do is, first and foremost, find the banana balloon and shoot it. And then, we're gonna take our Kong and slam him into the floor. This makes the numbers on that bingo card rise up. Now, we don't get the usual timer for this, which is odd that they go the different style of timer. But what we gotta do is punch in all the numbers in numerical order. Now, they are completely random on here, but all numbers are on here. And, right, I just punched in 5, so that means 6. For some reason, I was, like, looking for 4, but there was like, no, we're not counting down, we're counting up. 8, okay. It's also kind of hard to do this when you're commentating because, I don't know, you think distinctly less whenever you're commentating. That's part of why people call it the Let's Play curse, because you can't focus on a game as much when you're commentating. So that's why it makes you look like everything you do in the game is done like a 2-year-old. But regardless, we got our O banana, and I just realized I forgot to grab my banana log seed after I said I was going to do it last episode. So, instead of doing the smart thing and grab it now, I'm going to grab it before next episode, like I said last episode, and probably forget again. If it happens again next episode and I remember that I don't have my banana lock seed in the middle of it, I will pause the episode, go grab my banana lock seed right then and there. I call it depression in finest form. Why? I don't know. I just thought I'd give it a really deep meaning of a name with no actual meaning behind it. Because that's the kind of thing artists do. Like, watch this. This is called the meaning of life. This picture right there. I'm really having too much fun with this. And by God, am I going to milk it until the end of the series. Okay, well, now that we have Diddy, let's go ahead and, you might have seen it before, but there were a few pickups for Diddy on this block tower here. What we gotta do is first knock over the domino. Knocking over the domino is essential for this part. And we have to climb the tower of blocks. Now, I believe that there is a split in the path right here. Well, actually, once the path re-meets up with itself, which I believe is coming up right here, we actually want to go back down, because I think there is a banana bunch on both sides of the path, so, yeah. Right here, on the other side of the path, we see a banana bunch. So, Diddy. Okay, had me worried that you were stuck in an infinite grip glitch for a moment. But we're not, and Diddy is fine, so he's going to bounce up here and give me my bonus barrel. Ooh, Peril Path Panic! Okay, so we have to shoot the claptraps to clear the path for the fairies. So, watch what happens when we don't shoot the claptraps. Yeah, they literally just freaking eat them! And you hear the scream and everything and the gulp. That is kind of terrifying. But, hey, Circle of Life, Wheel of Fortune. I don't know the rest of the lyrics to that song. I knew them at one time, but I probably can't think of them right now. Anyway, I never really mentioned this before in these kinds of minigames. When there's a little melon icon in the in the center, I was about to say in the shooter, you can shoot it to refill your melon gauge. Okay, well, now that we've taken care of that, give me my banana! It's actually Diddy's first banana for here. Okay. Alright, well, now that we've taken care of that, gonna go ahead and just drop Diddy off here. I didn't mean to drop him that hard, but apparently the game wanted to drop him that hard. Alright, and now we'll go into the R&D room. That's research and development, for those of you who don't know factory terminology, which I am ashamed if you don't, because everybody here should know factory terminology. Unless, of course, you know, you don't work in a factory, which I don't. So, I'm amazed that I know factory and factory terminology is what I meant to say, not factory and technology. Blah. Okay, we're actually going to take out Lanky here since there's a lot of stuff for him to collect. And we're going to take a quick tour around the room with him. So, first things first, I want to come over here and... Actually, I want to warp here real quick because... Thank you. Hi, guys. I was going to toss an orange their way, but, you know, pressing C also teleports you, so I wanted to toss an orange their way and just teleport away. Ah! You! You surprised me! Unfortunately for you, you're not going to surprise me again because you're dead. Yeah, if you hit a Kasplat right at the moment after they get up from a forceful hit, they will be instantly defeated. That's a pretty good way to quick kill them, but you don't really get the opportunity to do it a whole lot. I mean, because, you know, the shockwave attack or tossing oranges at them would be a more effective method, in my opinion. But still, that is a way. Also, I was looking for a specific room with Lanky here. Also, there's something for us to do down there in a bit. I'm going to hate myself for what I have to do down there, because it's probably one of the most annoying things in the game coming up. Okay, but still, we have something to do as Lanky here for a moment. So, we're going to take out our Kong buddy. And before we begin here, I remembered that there is a banana balloon flying around in here. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it. Alright, and now, get ready for... Just get ready. Yeah. The reason I press the F key when you're clearly just supposed to copy what you see there is because the F key is never used in this pattern. So we're actually just going to go ahead and copy it now. Yeah! And you make the Kremlings freaking burp. And it's really weird and I love it. That's just freaking Rare's sense of humor right there at its finest. You play a keyboard and these guys come out and burp the notes. They don't exactly resonate with the real life pitches. I mean, if you were to actually make a song out of them, I'm sure you couldn't tell what song it is if you just used these guys. Some might do that. Like, I know video replies aren't still a thing, but take these guys and just make an actual song out of them. To be fair, I'm pretty sure somebody might have already done that. In fact, after this episode is over, or maybe during the editing process of this, I'm going to go look that up. Because I'm curious now. I wonder if this is also a song in real life, because the sequence that they're making you play is C, B, C, D, E, C, A. I can't believe I remembered it off the top of my head. I really do know this game too much. Anyway, here we go, and that's our final Kremling. So let's... Yes! Yes! I felt it coming and I timed it perfectly! Oh, that was kind of gross, but at the same time, it fit so well! Because, you know, I've recently been drinking Coke Zero in the morning to help me stay awake longer because I've been trying to get to bed at more of the right times recently. And my sleep schedule's actually been working quite nice since I've tried it, which is, well, I started yesterday. But yeah! And now that we've done that, let's see, what should I do next? You know what? I'm actually going to take out DK, because there's something really cool that we're going to do with him that will help us out in the future when we take him to do something else. So first things first, I'm going to take DK down here and kick you in the face. And we're going to come over here to where this lever is. Now, pulling this lever isn't going to do much to help us, I will go ahead and tell you. But still, it's nice to pull it because you at least get something from it. What it does give us is it releases these grades, giving us the battle pad for the area, and also 4 useless banana coins for Chunky. So now that we've gone ahead and done that, I actually want to take DK and take him somewhere else, which is actually going to take us out of the R&D area. So before we go ahead and end off the episode, I want to take DK and do that with him. Ha! I hit you in the air. You should be ashamed. Only fools who get hit on the... Only the most foolish fools are... who walk on the ground get hit by people in the air. It's not what I meant to say, but... whatever. Joke aboard. Let's just go into the danger high voltage area. Oh boy! I hope AC/DC is in here! Aww. I was gonna get them to sing Highway to Hell. Because... I don't know. It's the first AC/DC song that popped into my head off the top of my head. And I didn't mean to leave there. I actually wanted to pull the big, ominous lever in the middle of the room, which you're clearly supposed to pull. Alright, let's see here. Okay, am I missing anything else within this room? No, just thought I'd make sure. And... finally... when we pull this... auto production. Yep, the production room is now moving. We can now get all around it. Yeah, we need to do that in order to unlock a lot more accessible areas and bananas for Kongs. So it's a good thing we went ahead and did this. So, I usually save the production room for one of the last things I do in the factory before I cash in my blueprints and fight the boss. But, first things first, we need to end off this episode here. So... next time on Donkey Kong 64, with our newfound Kong buddies, which are not really newfound since we've been with them all for a few episodes, we're going to go back to the research and development area and clear out all the golden bananas there. So, I will see you guys next time. Laters! Oh, I didn't mean to enter this mode. Well, since I did... Flying Around in Late October. That's the title. Laters!